Okay, we'll start the class now. So the first chapter for 7th standard is nutrition plants. So in the previous class, you all would have studied what nutrients are. Okay, what are nutrients, students? Just write down in your rough note what is nutrients. Okay, I'll give you all 10 seconds time. Just write down, and I'll write the correct answer here. If it matches with your book, it's okay. If it doesn't match, just erase and rewrite it. Okay. Okay, students, write down what is nutrients. According to you, what is nutrients? So don't write carbohydrates, proteins, and all that. What is nutrients? How nutrients are useful for living organisms? Just write down. Or write it in a pencil, Preetham. If you write it wrong, you can erase and you can rewrite it. So that's why I asked everyone to prefer a pencil. If you scribble with a pen, it will be untidy, like somewhat dirty to read or something. Okay. So I'll tell you all what is nutrients. Nutrients are components of food. Okay, components of food is known as nutrients. It's okay, student, even if you have written it wrongly, just erase and rewrite it. Okay, mistakes is where you learn from. Okay, students, write down if you have written right something similar to this, it's okay. Just erase and rewrite. Nutrients are nothing but components of food. Okay, so what are those components? What are those components? Okay, components are nothing but carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals. Okay, these are the components of food. Okay, what are they useful for? In how are they useful to living organisms? Okay, I'll tell you all how are they useful to living organisms. Okay, see the answer is they help them in growing and keeping their body healthy. Okay, students, am I clear so far? So I thought I'll just give a small introduction on what nutrients are. Nutrients are nothing but components of food. Components of food are known as nutrients. And what are those? What are those components? Those components are nothing but carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Okay. And how are they useful to living organisms? They help them in growing and keeping their body healthy. So this is what the duty of a nutrition is to a living organism. Okay, students, am I clear so far? Can we proceed with the next topic? Take down, students. I'll wait for you. I'll give you 15 seconds of time. You all can take this down. I think this part is covering, my image is covering this part. How are they useful to living organisms? I'll dictate, just take down. They help them in growing and keeping their body healthy. Okay. Okay, students, can we go to the next topic? Give me a thumbs up. I'll go to the next topic. If you all have any doubts, you all can raise a doubt. You'll want me to re-explain, I'll re-explain. Okay, I'll re-explain the topic. So we're talking about nutritions. Okay, what are nutrients? So the simplified word of nutrition is nutrient. Okay, nutrients are nothing but components of food. Okay, what are those components? Those components are carbohydrates, vitamins, proteins, minerals, fats. Okay, these are the components of food. Whatever food we consume, these all components are present in those. Okay, and how are they useful to living organisms? They help them in growing and keeping their body healthy. So these all components, whatever present in food, they help the living organisms to grow and keep their body healthy. Okay. So here are a few examples for carbohydrates. So they are like peanuts and fries. And here for protein it is meat. And for fat it is oil. And for vitamins it is fruits. And usually minerals are present everywhere. Okay. In whatever food we eat or whatever, like or the water we drink, everything. Am I clear so far, students? Can I go to the next topic or you'll want me to re-explain again any of the part? If you didn't understand, just let me know. I'll re-explain. Okay. I can take this down. Can I go to the next topic? If I get a thumbs up from here, I'll go to the next topic. Okay. So, okay. The first thing we discussed about nutrition so far, what is nutrition and everything that was previously studied. So we just recalled everything what was taught to us in the previous standard or something. So now the first part of the chapter, that is mode of nutrition. Okay, mode of nutrition in plants. As we are discussing about plants, so we'll be dealing with the plant bodies. Okay, mode of nutrition in plants. So how is nutrition? How plants like they nourish themselves? Okay, nourishment is also like nutrition, like it is another word. Okay, so plants are the only living organisms who can prepare food on their own. Okay, they're not dependent on any animals or any of the bodies for food. Okay, plants prepare their own food. As we humans and animals are dependent on food from plants and animals. Okay, Okay. So the nutrition enables bodybuilding factors in living organisms. Bodybuilding factors, as I earlier told you earlier, okay, regarding how we grow and everything. Bodybuilding factors in living organisms. Am I clear so far, students? Did you all understand? You'll want me to explain any of the part again? Take this down. I'll wait for you all for 10 seconds. If you all understood so far, please give a thumbs up. I'll go to the next topic. Okay, I'll explain once again. So we're discussing about mode of nutrition. Okay, mode of nutrition. So how is nutrition extracted? Okay, that is what mode of nutrition is. But before getting into that, I'll give you a simple introduction to mode of nutrition in plants. That is, plants are the living organisms who can prepare their food on their own. Okay, they're not dependent on any plants, like they're not dependent on any living organisms for food. They prepare their own food. And humans and animals are the living organisms who are dependent on food for plants and animals. Okay, there are like we usually consume fruits, vegetables, meat, and everything. So we are dependent on other living organisms for food. Okay, so basically that is not from plants. Plants prepare their own food. Okay, and nutrition enables bodybuilding factors in living organism. Okay, it means the nutrition develops our body. Like you can see, age by age, you keep growing. Your skin tone changes, and everything. Your body physics changes. Okay, that is how nutrition works in our body. That is what this part is. Nutrition enables bodybuilding factors in living organisms. Okay, am I clear so far? Or you'll want me to re-explain? Okay, did you all understand? Can we continue? Or you'll want me to re-explain? Please mention in the comments. Okay. So what is nutrition? I'll tell you. I told you already what is nutrition. So how is nutrition, like how is nutrition consumed by all living organisms? Okay. It is a mode of taking food by an organism and its utilization. You can take down with me, students. Utilization by the body. Okay. So how is the mode of nutrition getting into the living organisms? So that is what we'll discuss about now. So it is a mode of taking food by an organism and its utilization by the body. Okay, the food is being prepared by an organism and the nutrition extracts are being utilized from the food to the body. Okay, am I clear, students? Did you all understand or you all want me to re-explain? Mode of nutrition. As I told you earlier, nutrition enables bodybuilding factors in living organisms. So, the food that is taken by an organism, it extracts all the nutrition and it supplies to our body. Okay, that is what this point means. Okay, have you all understood so far? Can we move on to the next topic, or anybody wants me to re-explain? Okay, okay. Can we go to the next topic? Last point after it. So, what is the word? It is body utilization by the body. Okay, I'll write it clearly for you all again. Utilization by the body. Okay. So this is how our daily sessions will go on, students. Okay. Am I clear so far? You all want me to re-explain any of the part, or can we go to the next topic? Please give me a thumbs up. We'll go to the next topic. Okay. Okay. So next topic is that is autotrophs and heterotrophs. Okay. Do you all have any idea about what is autotrophs and heterotrophs? Okay. I'll teach you all. Okay. To put it in general, okay. Wait. I'll write it down here. Auto means self. Okay. Trophs means nourishment. Okay. Autotrophs. Okay. You can define something by keeping this only. Okay. Self nourishment. Self nourishment is called autotrophs. Okay. So what is that self nourishment? So living organisms. We discussed about this earlier. Living organisms who prepare their own food, prepare their own food are autotrophs. Okay. So where do we get nourishment from? We get nourishment from food. Okay. So autotrophs who self nourishment, self who like they prepare their own food and they extract nourishment from the food by their own. So those are autotrophs like plants. So basically, plants are autotrophs. They are not dependent on food for any living organisms. Okay. Well, can take this down, students. I'll just wait. Okay. This is just for explanation basis, okay? If asked as a question, what is autotrophs and everything, we'll create in the personalized notes and send it to you all. This is just for you all to understand. I'm making it easier for you all to understand. Okay, you all can take this down. Okay. Can we go to heterotrophs? Are you all done? Okay. I'll tell you what is heterotrophs. Hetero means others. Okay. Trophs means nourishment. So nourishment from others is known as heterotrophs. As you can see here, animal like where do we get nourishment from? Nourishment we get it from food. Okay. So basically, this cow, an animal who's depended on plants for food. So this is dependent on plants for even nourishment also. Okay, it is getting nutrients from plants, from the food which it consumes. Plant is its food, and in plants, nutrients are present. So that is what is supporting the cow to grow healthily with all the nourishment. Okay, so yes, living organisms that are dependent on food are heterotrophs. Okay, okay, students. I see how far you guys have understood. Okay, just write a few examples of heterotrophs. Okay, I'll give you all some time, like 15 seconds to write down. Just write down a few examples of heterotrophs. And an example of autotroph. If you all are done, please give a thumbs up in the live chat session. We'll go to the next topic. I'll write down the correct answers here. Y'all can see that and y'all can correct whether whatever you wrote is right or wrong. If it's wrong, not a problem. Just erase and rewrite it. Are we done, students? Okay. So example of autotrophs are plants and trees. Okay. Example of heterotrophs are humans and animals. Okay. I think most of them would have got it right. If it's wrong, not a problem. Just erase and rewrite it. Okay. Okay, students. Can we go to the next topic? Can I get a reply from who all have attended the class? We'll be discussing about photosynthesis. Okay. So what is photosynthesis, students? According to you all, I'll tell you all. Photosynthesis, food making process in plants are photosynthesis. Okay. So this is just an concept explanation to you all. Okay. This is not any kind of answer or something. Please don't write this as answers. You will won't be getting marks. Okay. food making process in plants are known as photosynthesis. So just for explanation process, so that it is easy for you all to understand, I'm doing it in short. Okay. So how does the food making process happen in plants? So this is what we are going to discuss today. Okay. There are three main things. That is sunlight. Second one, carbon dioxide, and third one, water. Okay. So we're going to discuss how with these three plants are going to prepare the food. Okay. So here's a small picture. So the plants observe sunlight. Okay. It observes sunlight and it takes in carbon dioxide, and the roots observe water. So after observing all this, what happens? So everything goes and stores in the leaves. So basically leaves are known as food factories in plants. Okay. Food factories in plants. Leaves are known as. So that is where it travels. The water, whatever is collected underneath the ground by the roots, are being observed, and it passes through the stems, and it goes and stores in the leaves. Okay. So that is where. And in leaves, carbon dioxide is being absorbed. Okay. And even sunlight is also absorbed by leaves. So this is where water, uh, sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water. Okay, these three goes in storage. These are just chemical formulas of those. Please don't use these shortcuts in your examinations. Okay, so you will study this in future. Okay, CO2 is carbon dioxide, H2O is what this thing water. Okay, so as this everything, so oxygen is an unwanted thing for plants. So it releases oxygen, which is very useful for living organisms. Like instead of living organisms, we can tell animals and humans. Okay, so this is how the process works. So how we get oxygen is during photosynthesis we get oxygen. Okay, it releases oxygen, and that is how we make use of oxygen. Okay, so to release oxygen, it requires all these three things: the sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water to prepare food. So once the food is prepared, it releases the unwanted gas called oxygen. Okay, am I clear so far, students? Have you understood what it is? I'll tell you next how sunlight is observed, how carbon dioxide is observed, and how water is observed. You want me to re-explain any part of this? Have you understood? Oh, just a minute. Now, now am I clear, students? Hello. You want me to re-explain any these students? So can we go to the next topic? Okay, there's a problem with my voice. Okay, just a minute. Just hold on for 2 minutes. I'll just check what's wrong. Hello. Am I audible now? now, students? Hello. Am I audible to you all? Can you all hear me without any disturbance? Okay, just hold on. Hello. 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 Am I audible, students? Is it clear now? Hello. Okay, just a minute. Let's try some other. Hello. Please check if it's audible now. If there is no any kind of disturbance, I'll continue. Hello. Can I continue? Have you all understood so far, students? You all want me to re-explain any of the part? Hello. Okay. You all want me to re-explain? Okay, I'll re-explain. Okay. As there was some issue with my voice. So first thing, photosynthesis. Food making process in plants is known as photosynthesis. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. Food making process in plants is known as photosynthesis. Okay. So what are the raw materials required to make the food in plants? Okay, these are raw materials for plants to prepare food. Okay. So that is sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water. So using these three, they prepare their food. Okay. So how it is prepared? The leaves absorb sunlight and the roots absorb water and the carbon dioxide is taken inside through leaves. So this is how the process works. The leaves play as the food factors in plant. So everything like as of now, the water which is absorbed from roots, it passes all the way from stems and goes and stores in the leaves. Okay, and carbon dioxide and sunlight, all these stores in the leaves. So leaves are basically known as food factories in photosynthesis process. Okay, so after this food preparation process, the oxygen is released outside, which is unwanted for plants. So because of this oxygen, we humans and animals survive. Yeah, you all can take this down. It will be helpful for you all to understand what photosynthesis is. Okay, I'll give you all time, but please for now don't write. I'll tell you all when to write it. Okay, we'll split it in each and we'll explain. I'll explain it to you all. So roots. So roots absorb. Oh, 1 minute. Roots. So they absorb water and extract minerals from it. Extract minerals from it and supply it to the plants. Okay. So this is what the roots does. Okay, it absorbs water and it extracts minerals. Whatever minerals is present in water, okay, minerals that is present in water, it extracts all the minerals and it supplies the minerals to the leaves. Okay, am I clear so far, students? Any of the part you all want me to re-explain? Have you all understood so far? Can I get a reply? Okay, I can take this down. What is cause? It is not cause, it is CO2, okay? That is carbon dioxide. I'll write it down here. I've just written the chemical formula of carbon dioxide. Please take it down as carbon dioxide. Don't take it as CO2. Please take it as water and carbon dioxide here. Don't take it as CO2 and H2O. You all will learn in your like early next class, I guess, 8th standard or 9th, 8th standard, I guess. You all will learn the chemical formulas. Okay. If you all are done, please give me a reply, student, so that I'll go to the next topic. Can I get a reply from you all? We'll go to the next topic. Okay. Niranjan and Tarunima, are you all done? I got a reply from Preetham. I'll wait for a minute and I'll go for the next topic. Okay. So as I told you all, okay, previously I told you all roots absorb water because there is minerals present in water. Okay. So what absorbs carbon dioxide? Stomata. Stomata absorbs carbon dioxide. I'll tell you what is stomata. Okay. So when stomata is closed, carbon dioxide goes inside. Okay. Carbon dioxide. When it opens, the unwanted oxygen from plants are released. Okay. This is what stomata does. Okay. It opens and closes. These are tiny pores present in plants. Okay. They are very tiny. You can't see it with your bare eyes. Okay. So stomata. They are tiny pores present on leaves. So what makes the stomata close and open? So there are small cells here. These are known as cells. Okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry, students, some technical issue here. Okay. So what makes the stomata close and open is the cells that is present in stomata. Give me a minute, I'll just sort this out. Okay. They are known as guard cells. So these are small cells present in stomata, which makes them react. Okay, it makes them open and it makes them close. When it is closed, the carbon dioxide is taken inside, and when it is open, the oxygen is released. So this is what happens. Okay, you can take this down, students. So this is an image of cell. Okay, this is how a cell is. So it is present everywhere in living organisms. It is known as bodybuilding units. Okay, tiny units which build a living organism. So this is what makes a living organism. It is present in humans, animals, plants, everywhere. So you can call it as uh, tiny units. 1 minute. So living organisms known as cells. Okay. So you will study in deep in your higher class. Okay. This is just a small introduction to cells. Okay. So here are a few parts we'll talk about. This is nucleus. Okay. I don't have a clear picture of this. So in a cell, so this is how a cell is shaped. In that, this portion is called nucleus, and the pores, the dots in it are called cytoplasm. And outside this exterior layer is known as cell membrane. Okay, these are the parts of cells. So why is this echoing? Just a minute. Now, am I audible now? Hello, hello. 1 minute. Hello. Now, students, am I audible to you all? I'll fix this problem from tomorrow onwards, okay? I won't repeat this again. Okay, students, I will taken this down. Okay, so we'll talk about the process of photosynthesis. So there's another this thing. So you can see here the leaf, okay? The green pigment present on this absorbs sunlight, okay? So this is known as chlorophyll, chlorophyll, okay? So usually this is present in leaves. So these absorb sunlight, okay? So okay, as a definition, you can take this down. For chlorophyll, green pigment present on leaf, green color pigment present on leaves is known as chlorophyll. Understood, students? So the green color pigment which you see on leaves and everything, so that is what absorbs sunlight. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, the first thing is sunlight. Yeah, take it down. Is absorbed by chlorophyll. So these are just for explanation purpose for you all to understand. So once the chapter is completed, I'll give you all notes. Okay, I'll send you all personalized notes. Chlorophyll and carbon dioxide is taken in by stomata. Okay, and water is absorbed by roots. Okay, this is how the food making process works. Understood so far, students, how the food making process in plants work. Okay, it is not like dependent like humans and animals. They prepare their own food with these resources that is present in nature. Yeah, there'll be a small test. Okay, not so complicated and all. It is just a small test where to just test how much you have understood for the week. It will be an easy test. Don't worry. Have you all understood so far? You all want me to am I clear, students? I'm waiting for your reply. There might be some connectivity issues, I guess. Please check once. Hello. Are you all done, students? So this was a base introduction to photosynthesis. We'll discuss in deep with tomorrow, okay? So how the photosynthesis works. So how is water supplied and how the food making process happens in plants. Okay. This was a general introduction to photosynthesis. Okay, as in the previous class, we didn't have any kind of Q&A sessions like question and answers. So I just want to know how much you all have understood. Okay. So we'll have a question and answer session now. Okay. You can use the comment section to answer students. I'll ask you questions, so you all can answer in the comment section. Okay, students. Okay, the first question will be name few nutrients. Any two nutrients, students, whatever you all know, you all can name it. I just want to know how far you all have understood. Hello, am I audible? Am I audible, students? The food that gives best amount of energy, sir. No, Preetham. I just told name few nutrients. Nutrients, I told you all previously. Okay, that is like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Okay. So next question will be, yeah, nice, Niranjan, good one. So what is autotrophs? Just answer in simple, students. Autotrophs, heterotrophs, and name the living organism. Living organism that prepares their own food. I think most of them forgot what I taught you all. I'll tell you all what is autotrophs and heterotrophs. Or you all know what is autotrophs and heterotrophs. You all can just write it down in simple words. Okay? Don't need to write big this thing. Yeah, nice one, Pritham. Good. Autotrophs is living organisms who prepare their own food. Yeah, good one, Niranjan. Tarun, are you active? Are you there? So heterotrophs are opposite to autotrophs. Okay, so you can write it down in the answer. Heterotrophs is quite easy. The opposite of autotrophs. So students, I don't know what is heterotrophs. Yeah, dependent almost nearby in Niranjan. Heterotrophs are living organisms that are dependent on food. Yeah, good one, Preetham. So name the living organisms that prepare their own food. It is very easy. I can answer this question. Heterotrophs. No, Niranjan. Name the living organisms that prepare their own food. They are not dependent on food. They prepare their own food. We recently just discussed about them. Yeah, good one, Preetham. It is plants. Niranjan, you didn't get it yet. So yeah, students. So far we've discussed like 20% of the chapter. Okay, 20% of the chapter. And if you all know this, if you all know answers for this, this is like you all know 15% of the chapter. Okay. So next 5% or something, those questions are related to photosynthesis. What we just what we just learned. That was just a base introduction. So next we'll study in deep about photosynthesis. Okay, that's okay, Tarunima, not a problem. So next we'll discuss in deep about this thing. What is it? Photosynthesis, and then like we'll get into the Q&A session. By this week, I'll finish this chapter for you all, and Saturday we'll have an easy test session. So if not by this week or by next May week mid end, I'll finish this chapter. Okay. This week we'll have just one simple easy test. Okay. Something similar like this, as I asked you all now. Okay. So that's all for now, students. We'll meet again in the next class. Okay. Have I taken down everything? Yeah, notes I'll give you once the chapter is done, Preetham. Okay. Once the first chapter completes, I'll give you the notes. And please don't forget to share this video with your friends and ask them also to share it with their friends also. Okay. It will be helpful for you for us if you do this. Okay. So how was today's class, students? Did everybody like it? And did you understand whatever I thought? Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you, students. Bye, everyone. We'll meet in the next class again. Just send a hi.
Okay, we'll get into the topic now. So previously we had discussed about photosynthesis and everything. Okay. So any doubts, students, regarding photosynthesis or any of the previous thing, you can ask me. I'll explain it to you all. Okay. So further we'll be talking about importance of photosynthesis. Okay. Importance of photosynthesis. Okay. Yeah. Good evening, Pritham. So previously we had discussed about photosynthesis. Okay. And we had discussed about how the photosynthesis process works in plants. So we had discussed like a few topics relating like about the plants, like leaves, stem, everything, how they work during the process of photosynthesis. So this all was discussed. So now we are moving further. The importance of photosynthesis. Okay. So to break it in simple, photo means light. Okay. Synthesis means to combine. Okay, which means photosynthesis means light to combine. Okay, light to combine. So if you ask me what is light, light is that something we get from the sun, like sunlight. Okay, that is only light here. Okay, so this is generally like what photosynthesis is meant. Okay, when asked as a question, please don't answer like this. Okay, you will definitely not get marks. Okay, I'm just explaining this so that you understand well. That is what, like, we are doing the most possible things for you guys to understand. Okay, so if you split it into two parts, like photosynthesis, photo means light and synthesis means to combine. Okay, so we'll discuss the importance of photosynthesis. Okay, first point. So what are like basic importance of photosynthesis is we get oxygen. So which is very important for living organisms. Okay, oxygen is very important. Okay, without oxygen, no one can survive, and the whole world will get demolished. Like it will get perished. It will turn into like everything will fall down if there is no presence of oxygen. So oxygen is very important. If photosynthesis doesn't happen, we won't get oxygen. Okay, because oxygen is released by plants during photosynthesis. During photosynthesis. So okay, students. So this is the main thing, like the main most important part, which all the living organisms need is oxygen. So without oxygen, no one can survive. Okay. So the important part in photosynthesis is oxygen is released during photosynthesis. Okay. You can take down, students. Any doubts so far? If anyone didn't understand any of the part, you can just let me know. I'll give you a 1 minute time to think and tell me if there is any doubt. Please let me know. I'll explain it to you all. Re-explain or I'll make it clear for you all. If everybody is clear, just give a yes. We'll go further in detail. If there is any doubt, you can ask me, students. I'll explain it to you all. If you all have no doubts, please tell yes. I'll go further. Okay. So once again, students, we'll go in detail. No, sir. Any doubts, Preetham? You want me to explain any of the part? Please let me know. You want me to re-explain? Okay, are you taking down? If you all are taking down, please wait. I'll tell you all when to take down. Okay. Okay. First, understand like what I try to teach you all. If you all understand, then you all write it down. Okay. Okay. So the most important part during photosynthesis is the oxygen that is released by plants during photosynthesis. It is released by plants. Okay. So in case if there is no photosynthesis, there would be no food for plants. There would be no food. Synthesis means prepare. Yeah, prepare, combine. So it depends on what kind of word you use with Niranjan actually. So photosynthesis, synthesis, like if you're using it in separate, it is prepare. But if you are combining with a word something like, for example, photosynthesis. So if you take like that, it is like combine. So normally, if you're using just synthesis, it means it is prepared. Okay, there would be no food if there is no photosynthesis. Okay, okay, if there would be no food for plants actually. And if there is no food for plants, the plants don't exist. Plants don't exist. If plants don't exist, most of the living organisms are dependent on food for plants. So they will start starving. And most importantly, there won't be oxygen. Starve. Most importantly, there won't be presence of oxygen, and definitely everybody will die. So survival will be very tough on Earth. So oxygen is very important. Like you can starve for a while, and then later, like you can somehow manage for food and everything, but you can't stay without oxygen. Okay, it is very essential to for humans, for a living organism's life. Okay, so am I clear so far, students? See, I'll tell you all once again from the beginning. We are discussing about the importance of photosynthesis. So if we split it, photo means light and synthesis means to combine. So it light to combine. Light means sunlight. Okay. So during photosynthesis, oxygen is released, and which is very important for living organisms. If in case there is no photosynthesis, there would be no food for plants. If there is no photosynthesis, and the plants don't exist. Okay, and here most importantly there won't be presence of oxygen, so that survival. Oh, sorry, I'll just rewrite this point. Okay, students. So photosynthesis is a very essential part for plants, for all the living organisms, not particularly for plants. Okay, so here we go. If there is no photosynthesis, just write a little neatly for you. Am I clear now, Preetham? Just check if there is no echoing sound or something. If there is no photosynthesis, there's no photosynthesis, survival would be. No, no, please don't write, okay? I'll tell you all when to write. Just try to understand. If you'll have any doubts, please let me know. If there is no photosynthesis, survival would not be on Earth. Okay? So I'll tell you how. If there is no photosynthesis, there won't be food for plants. And if there is no food for plants plants won't survive. If there is no food for plants. Okay? And if they don't survive, we don't get food, we won't get oxygen, and we don't get natural shelter. Okay? So this is what like how photosynthesis is important in our life. It is not only useful for plants, it is useful for all living organisms. Okay. So am I clear so far, students? Have you all understood? We can go for the next topic. Okay. We'll go to the next topic. That is, how does the process solar photosynthesis happen? Okay. Oh, sorry. Are you all clear with the previous part, students? Any doubts regarding that? Please let me know. I'll re-explain if there is any doubts. I'll just sort out any doubts you have regarding that. Okay, we'll be discussing how does the photosynthesis process works. Synthesis process work. Okay. So how does the photosynthesis process work? So firstly, sir, your voice is echoing. I just changed the mic recently. Just check if it's clear now. So how does the process work? The photosynthesis process. So here it is. So the main process starts with sunlight. Okay, sunlight, which is also known as solar energy. So I recently discussed to you all regarding this chlorophyll and all that. Okay, I told you all what is chlorophyll and everything. So solar energy is captured by is oh, 1 minute, Pritham. I'll just see what's the problem. Any of the others have the same problem? Please let me know. Tarunima or Niranjan, please let me know if there's a problem with the echoing or something. Okay. Hello. Am I audible now? Okay. Hello. Is it audible to your students? 1 minute. Hello. Hello. Is it audible now? Can we resume the class? Is it audible, students? Okay. Okay. So solar energy that is also known as sunlight. Okay. This sunlight is being captured by chlorophyll. Is being captured by chlorophyll. Okay, that is present on leaves. Present on leaves. Okay, so what does leaves do? Capturing this fan sound. Sorry, the fan is turned off. Is there any disturbance now? So okay, the solar energy is being captured by chlorophyll that is present on leaves. I told you all the green color pigment that is present on leaves is known as chlorophyll. Okay, the chlorophyll captures solar energy, and what does the leaves do? The captured energy is stored as food. Okay, it is stored as food. It is stored as
food. I earlier told you that leaves are known as the food factories in plants. Okay, so it is stored as food in leaves. Okay, then later the second part is carbon dioxide. So how is carbon dioxide absorbed, students? Do you all remember the part how carbon dioxide is absorbed? How it is taken in? Let's see how many of them know how carbon dioxide is absorbed. You can answer in the comment section, the live chat session or something. How is carbon dioxide absorbed? Like how is it taken in by plants? If you all don't know, you all can tell me. I'll re-explain that part. I know most of them would have forgotten. So that's why like I went in detail explaining photosynthesis. Do you all remember, students? I don't think you all remember. Okay, I'll tell. How is carbon dioxide taken inside? It is taken through stomata. Okay, I told you all tiny pores present on leaves is known as stomata. Previously I explained this regarding to your students here. Stomata, how carbon dioxide is taken inside. Okay, it absorbs carbon dioxide and it releases oxygen. Okay, not a problem. Let me know if you don't know, because so that you all can learn things. I'll explain it again to you all. When you all don't know about whatever question I ask, please mention, specify. Okay, there is nothing like you all don't know, I'm going to punish you all, nothing like that. Okay, if you all don't know, let me know, I'll teach you all again. Carbon dioxide is absorbed by stomata. Okay, it takes in carbon dioxide, and again this is also stored in leaves. It is stored in leaves. So finally, water. This is the easier part. Tell me how water is absorbed. I think everyone knows. No answers. Okay, students, not a problem. If you forget, I'll just remind you all. Okay, water is absorbed through roots of the plants. Okay, no, I'll tell you when to write, Pritham. Please wait. Please try to understand what I'm teaching you all. Okay, roots absorb water. The water travels all the way through stem. Okay, it travels all the way from stem, and even this also goes to leaves and it stores there. Travels all the way through stem and stores in leaves. Okay, I can take this down, students. I'll give you all 2 minutes time. Once you are done, please let me know. Okay, I'm waiting here for you all to get it done. Okay, so the sunlight is being captured by chlorophyll present, and the chlorophyll is present in leaves. Okay, and the leaves store the sunlight, and again carbon dioxide is absorbed by stomata. The tiny pores which is present on leaves is known as stomata. Okay, those tiny pores, what they do, they absorb carbon dioxide, and they again store that in leaves. Okay, so the water is being absorbed by roots. The roots absorb water, and those water minerals which is being present in water, those everything, they travel all the way through stem and they reach the leaves. Okay, and even they get stored in leaves. Okay, after being stored, the food preparation begins. Okay, please take down. Once you are done, please send a yes or something. I'm waiting for you all. So I'll go to the next topic. I'll tell you what happens after photosynthesis. Okay, is everybody done? I think Niranjan's done. Okay, so just a minute, students. I'll add another slide for this. So am I clear so far? Did you all understand? Okay, once completing the chapter, I'll again revise everything from the beginning, so that it is easy for you all. So that it is clear for you all. When asked in school or something, it will be easy for you all to understand. Okay, so we discussed importance of photosynthesis and how the process photosynthesis works. Okay, so far. So now our next topic will be, so what happens after photosynthesis? Okay, what happens after photosynthesis? So this is our topic for now. So what happens after photosynthesis? So can you show again? Yeah, just a minute, Preetham. So please be interactive. Okay, I'll get to know whether you all are done or not. If you all are not done, please tell no sir. If you all are done, please tell yes sir. I'll wait for you all. I'm not in a hurry. That's okay. You'll write easily. Don't hurry. Okay, don't hurry or don't scribble in your books. Please maintain a good handwriting. Are you all done, students? We have like just 10 more minutes left. Okay, I just want to end this photosynthesis topic today, so tomorrow we get into a new topic. Okay, Preetham. So what happens after photosynthesis? Okay, there are two things that happen after photosynthesis. Okay, first thing is oxygen is released. oxygen is released, okay, which is essential for life on earth, okay. So second thing what happens is carbohydrates, so everybody knows what is carbohydrates, right? It is a part of nutrient. Carbohydrates. See students, I'll tell you all one thing. When you all don't know something, please be frank enough telling that you all don't know, because I'm here to teach you all, okay. If you all don't know something, I'll teach it again. I'll teach again and again until and unless you know what it is. I'll be teaching it to you all, okay. Please be frank enough. Please tell the truth that you don't know, okay. Don't feel shy or something. If you all don't know, I'll teach you all again. Until and unless you know and understand, I'll be teaching it again and again, okay. Carbohydrates, okay. How does this carbohydrates happen, okay. As previously we told, so Niranjan told, synthesize means prepare, okay. It is a based on word we used. Now see, water and carbon dioxide that is stored in leaves, okay. It synthesizes carbohydrates, okay. See, now synthesize means prepare, okay. It is with the word we use. Now if you are using it with photosynthesis, it means photo means light and synthesis means to combine. So if you are using it in separate, it means prepare, okay. It's good to clarify doubts, okay. So this is how carbohydrates is also prepared by plants, okay. So carbohydrates will be present on leaves, so most of them would have been observed, like they would have seen it. Carbohydrates present on leaves, so it is a part of nutrition for the plants, okay. Part of nutrition for the plants. So students, now okay, so we discussed all this. Oxygen is released. So why is oxygen released by plants? So this is an unwanted gas for the plants, okay. It is unwanted, I'll write it clearly. So did you all understand students? You all want me to re-explain any of the part? Any doubts regarding any points, please tell me. Please don't feel shy asking. You all are free to ask anything again and again, not a problem. I'll teach you all. Did you all understand? Unwanted gas for plants. So that is why the plants, they release oxygen. So as you see, carbon dioxide is unwanted gas for us. So that's why we release it outside. And the carbon dioxide is important for plants, as well as oxygen is important for us, okay. So this is how the process of living on earth works, okay. You see, if there is no photosynthesis, there won't be any kind of life existence on earth, okay. You all can take down students. Any doubts? Please tell me, please let me know if there's any doubts. I'll explain it to you all. So what happens after photosynthesis is oxygen is released, which is unwanted gas for plants, okay. So that is which is essential for life on earth. For other living organisms like humans and animals, we are dependent on oxygen, like for plants for oxygen. You can take down, students. And carbohydrates, that is a nutrition which is being released. Okay, so how is that prepared? That is prepared by combining water and carbon dioxide. If both is mixed together, then it synthesizes carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are present on leaves again. So as I told you, leaves are the food factories of plants. So why is it present? Because carbohydrates is a part of nutrition for the plants. Okay, are you all done? So that's all for today. Any doubts regarding the previous topic, students? Can I get a reply? I'm waiting. If there is any doubts regarding the previous okay. Okay, so let's get into the chapter now. The topic is synthesis of plant food other than carbohydrates. As Niranjan told yesterday, synthesis means preparation. Okay, see here the word synthesis is separate, so that means it is preparation. Okay, preparation of plant food other than carbohydrates. Okay, so what is the other nutrition that this plant is required? That is none other than protein. Okay, but how is this protein being taken by plants? What is that gas? That gas is none other than nitrogen. So basically nitrogen is also like carbon dioxide, it is present on air, but plant doesn't has that capability of taking in nitrogen. Okay, so as carbon dioxide is present in air, even nitrogen is present. So how is this nitrogen taken by plants? So that is what we are going to discuss now. Okay, students, am I clear so far? Okay, so let me get into the topic. So first of all, why is protein being taken from nitrogen? It is because proteins are nitrogenous substance. Proteins are nitrogenous substance. Okay, so where is this nitrogenous substance extracted from? Exactly, so that is what we are going to talk about. So I'll write it down clearly. Please don't take down until and unless I tell you all. Okay, and in the end, once all this chapter is taught to you all, we will make this as a PDF, whatever. Now see, I'll just scroll the slides and show to you all this part, everything. Okay, from chapter 1, from the beginning till the end of chapter 1, we will create this as a PDF and we'll send it to you. You can save it in your phone. Anytime you can open, and you can, for revision purpose, you can just go through. And if you all still have doubts, you can get back to our channel. You can click on the videos which you have doubts on, click on the topics, and you can restudy those. Okay, you'll be accessible for everything. Sorry, proteins are nitrogenous substance. Okay, so even nitrogen is present in air, but plant can't absorb nitrogen. So it has the capability to only absorb carbon dioxide. Okay, so how is this nitrogenous substance, how does this reach plant? Okay, nitrogen is present in air, but plants cannot, sorry, but plants cannot absorb nitrogen. Okay, so how is this nitrogen content taken by the plant? So this is what we are going to discuss on. Okay, this happens through, there are certain bacteria present on soil. There are certain bacteria. You know what a bacteria is, right? Does everybody know what bacteria is, or else you all want me to explain? Please, can I get a reply? I'm waiting for you guys. Do you all know what bacteria is? They are nothing but germs. Okay, the germs which we can't see through bare eyes, they are bacteria. Okay, so these bacteria have nitrogen in them. Okay, these bacteria have nitrogen in them. So students, so proteins are actually nitrogenous substance. Okay, so plants require nitrogen to get proteins. Okay, I'll just write down here, plants require nitrogen just take down, actually plants require nitrogen to get proteins. So what they do is, like, they can't, nitrogen though it is present in the air, so plants cannot absorb nitrogen. So what happens is, there is certain bacteria that is present on soil. Okay, in the soil, in the ground where plants are planted. No, please wait, Preetham, let me explain. No, so there are certain bacteria that is present on soil. It will be on the soil around where plants are planted. So those bacteria will have nitrogen. So how will the plants absorb them? It happens when the plants are being watered. So that time, this, including these bacteria, the plant absorbs water. When plants are watered, they absorb both water as well as bacteria, present in the soil. So this is how, and from that bacteria nitrogen is released. And from bacteria the nitrogen is released is released from nitrogen, proteins are extracted. Nitrogen, proteins are extracted. So this is how the proteins are being taken by the plants. So proteins is also a part of nutrition that plants required. So actually, like they are a nutrigenous substance. Okay, nitrogenous substance. Nitrogen is a gas. Okay, like carbon dioxide and oxygen. Nitrogen is another gas. Okay, what happens is nitrogen is present in the air. Okay, please wait, Preetham. I'll tell you when to write. So nitrogen is present in air, but plants cannot absorb nitrogen. Plants can only absorb carbon dioxide. So what happens is there are bacteria present in the soil around plants. Okay, so those bacteria will have nitrogen in them. When plants are watered, so they absorb water as well as the bacteria that is present on plants, that is present around the plants in the soil. So from that bacteria they take nitrogen. The nitrogen is released, and then from nitrogen they take proteins. So this is how the process works. Okay, apart from carbohydrates, this is how they take proteins as a nutrition. Okay, yeah, please now you all can take this down. I'll give you all 2 minutes. If there's any doubts, please let me know. Any of the part you all want me to re-explain? Any doubts regarding this? Any doubts, students? Or have you all understood? I'll tell it again. So plants usually get carbohydrates as nutrition during photosynthesis, but apart from photosynthesis, like apart from that nutrition like carbohydrates, they have proteins. They want proteins also. Okay, so how the proteins is being nutritioned by them, that is what I have explained to you all right now. Nitrogenous substance. Okay, can I go to the next topic? Any doubts? Any doubts, students? Are you all done taking this down? I'll go to the next topic. Okay, we'll be discussing about other modes of nutrition in plants. Any doubts regarding the previous topic? Please let me know. Can we start the next one? Okay. Okay, just keep taking this down. 1 minute, I'll be back. Okay students, are you all done? Can we go to the next topic? Can I get a reply from everyone? I'm waiting for y'all. Please do learn to interact, okay, when questions are asked. Okay. Other modes of nutrition in plants. Okay. So apart from photosynthesis, there is other mode of nutrition in plants, like how they do it. Okay. That is known as heterotrophic mode. Write it down clearly. Heterotrophic mode. Okay. So students, do you all know what is heterotroph? I taught you all earlier, right? Autotroph and heterotroph. Okay. Do you all know or not? Heterotroph. What is heterotroph? I taught you all earlier regarding heterotroph and autotroph. So heterotroph is nothing but being dependent on food being dependent on food on plants. Okay. So how does this heterotrophic mode work? No, that is autotroph, Preetham. Autotroph is prepare their own food. Heterotroph is dependent on food. Okay. Okay. Heterotrophic mode is nothing but there are a few plants that are dependent on food from other plants. Okay. So this is what there are a few plants that are dependent on food from other plants. Okay. Now for example, a plant prepares food and stores it in leaves. Okay. When a plant does this, so a heterotrophic plant grows on this plant and takes away the food prepared. So this is what happens, students, like heterotrophic mode. Okay, there are a few plants that are dependent on food from other plants. So I'll show you all a small example about what are those plants. See here, there's a picture, okay, of a tree. So this tree, it is on heterotrophic mode. Here you all can see yellow things, yellow branches a bit and a green branches here. So these green branches sprout, they prepare food. Okay, on their own. And these yellow branches, they are dependent. They are dependent on food. They are dependent on these green branches for food. Okay, when these green branches prepare their food, what these yellow branches do is they take it from them. Okay, this is what runs on. So this is known as heterotrophic mode. You can see this is the same plant. Like this is just the same tree, but this has two parts. So this has a autotroph category and it has a heterotroph category. Okay, this is how this works. Okay, did you all understand, students? So they are basically known as parasites. They are basically known as parasites. So do you all know what parasite is? So it does the same thing what heterotrophic does. Okay, it slowly, parasite means like it slowly grows. Now see, there is this green branches everywhere. So this tree grows with green branches. So slowly this yellow branches rise up, and without like it combines and joins and grows with them, and it steals their food. Okay, that is what a parasite also does. Okay, so they are basically known as parasites. Did you all understand, students? Is it clear so far? Can I get a reply from everyone? Okay, so this plant's name is known as, okay, Pritham, have you understood? So this tree's name is known as Cascata. So this heterotrophic plants, what they do is they slowly grow on this normal plants. These the reason why they are dependent on food is they don't have chlorophyll on them. Okay, the reason why they are dependent on food is they have no, I'll just write it down clearly. Okay, I'll just write down every points clearly. So you can see this is autotrophs. Okay, so this is heterotrophs. Okay, they prepare their own food. Please don't waste your time drawing this picture and everything. Okay, they are dependent, they take food from the host plant. Yeah, Pritham, you're right. So this is known as the host plant. Okay, they grow together actually. They grow with this green plant, like they grow as a host. So these green plants are known as host plant. Okay, they are dependent on food because they can't prepare their own food. Why they can't prepare their own food? Because they don't have chlorophyll. Did you all understand, students? They can't prepare their own food because they don't have chlorophyll. Okay, so this is how the process goes. Okay, whatever food is prepared by them, so this plant takes them, they grow on them like climbers, and at once they capture the 50% or 60% of the tree. Okay, and this green plants, what they do is they keep preparing the food, and this heterotrophic plants, what they do, these plants which don't have chlorophyll, they get into this heterotrophic mode. Okay, they get into this heterotrophic mode and they take the food from their host plant. The host plant is nothing but their autotrophs. Okay, can we go to the next topic, students? So that is insectivorous plants. Okay, so there are a few plants, okay, who don't prepare their own food. They are not dependent on food for plants also, but they have a mode of eating. Okay, insect eating plants are known as insectivorous plants. Okay, so as you can see, this is known as Venus trapfly. Okay, and this is known as pitcher plant. So they are not like other plants. Okay, they don't prepare their own food, they don't do this photosynthesis and everything. What they do is, now you can see this Venus flytrap. What it does is, if any insect comes and sits in between this just closes the traps, and that insect becomes their food. Okay, any insect sits on the plant, gets trapped, and is consumed as food by the plant. Is consumed as food by the plant. Okay, so this pitcher plant, you can see here. So once the insect gets into this mouth here, so like there is no chance it comes out. So the leaf here, it closes the trap, and that becomes as a food for the plant. Okay, any insect sits in the pitcher plant, gets trapped, and is consumed by the plant. So this is how the process works in insectivorous plants, students. So for now we'll just leave it here, and we'll discuss in detail in the next class.